Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday, the 2nd of August. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 2nd of August. Happy Friday, everybody. I just wanted to say welcome back again to Beekeeper Tarot. And I am Alan. And I would just like to say thank you so much once again for following me and all your kind comments and the kind words that I'm getting and the supports and the ticks and the likes and everything else. I really do appreciate it, guys. So, baby channel. So yeah, I do appreciate all the input. So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Now, what I wanted to do today is talk about some Australian politics. So anybody listening from overseas, you're welcome to learn about what's happening in my country, being Australia. To all the Aussies out there, I'm going to be talking about this guy. So, all right. So separating the sheep from the goats. So yes, I want to talk about the leader of our opposition. So in Australia, we have two main parties, the Liberal and the Labor. Now, Liberal here means conservative, and Labor is more progressive. So it's the opposite to the States. So Liberal here, conservative, Labor is more progressive, and that's a very, very vague description of the parties. I won't go into it. It's into any more of it right now. But the leader of the opposition, and we call him Potato Head. And if you have a look at him, you'll see why. So, what's happened is that he has recently gone to Israel and met Benjamin Netanyahu. So, I wanted to have a look at that. So, I'm just going to have a bit of a read of an article here off my phone. So, it says here Peter Dutton, entertainment purposes only YouTube, wherever my sign is. Where's my sign? It's here somewhere. Doesn't matter. Entertainment only YouTube. So Peter Dutton has met Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other two figures in a 3-day visit to Israel this week that was underlined the unraveling of bipartisanship towards that country. The opposition leader, so that's Peter Dutton, spent an hour with Netanyahu alongside with National Security Advisor Tikashi Hangibi and Minister of Strategic Affairs Ron Dermer. Apologies to anybody if I've got that pronunciation wrong, okay? So look at that. Why did he go? Why did he go? While I'm there, I fully respect Israel's right to defend itself. I'm not anti-Jewish. I'm inclusiveness, like I said on my introduction video. But I do think that what is happening right now in Gaza Strip is nothing short of genocide, and yeah, I think it's I think we've gone a bit too far. Gaza is pretty much rubble. Entertainment only YouTube. So I do believe that a person can be pro-Jewish and anti the war. I do believe that. So I do hope that we can come to a two-solution state where the Palestinians can have their own land and their own get recognized, have their own country, not just a little 20 kilometer by 5 kilometer strip along Gaza, which is now pretty much like the Flintstones. So that being said, I wanted to have a look at why did he go over there? Because so I'm trying to think of any reason that I can't work it out. So, Mr. Dutton, why did you go over? What was your motive for seeing Benjamin Netanyahu? All right, guys, let's come on down and shuffle and see what the cards have to say. I'm using my RWS deck today. I can sort out what I'm doing with my shuffling. Oh, I better pause. This is all upside down. 2 seconds, guys. I need to sort this out. Sorry about that, guys. Who knows what I did there? Peter Dutton, entertainment only YouTube. Why did you decide to go to see Netanyahu in Israel? What was your real motive? Peter Dutton, why did you go to Israel? to meet Benjamin Netanyahu. Why did you go to Israel to meet Benjamin Netanyahu? Why did you go to Israel to meet Benjamin Netanyahu? Why did you go to Israel to meet Benjamin Netanyahu? All right, I'm going to do a Celtic cross, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mm, New future. Mm. Mm. Okay. I think I have a good idea. All right, guys, let's come on up. All right, guys, this is what I get. Um, so as I said, I did a Celtic and I used my RWS deck. So driving it is the Knight of Cups. So this being the false knight. So it it wasn't a genuine message. It wasn't a genuine reason to go over there. I think the reason that he went over there with the Knight of Cups was just to see what was going on and to offer any help or any not information, but to offer any support to Israel. Because right now, Peter Dutton is feeling out in the cold. So I think at the very heart of it, he's trying to remove himself from being out in the cold, or he's feeling not out in the cold. He's feeling more some kind of loss. He is feeling out in the cold, but I think it's an emotional loss. He wants to go back into the castle. He wants to go back into government, but he's feeling some kind of loss politically speaking right now because he's just not relevant. So there's a loss there, but there's that false message there with the Knight of Cups. That's him. He is addicted to power. He's chained to the idea of becoming prime minister, and that's Netanyahu, and that's him. And he's just chained the idea that he wants to become more relevant. Underneath it, he wants with the Six of Cups, he wants things to go back to how they were at a time before when the Liberals were in government here or the Conservative Party were in government here, which hasn't been for a couple of years now. But I do believe we have elections next year. But that's what's underneath it. He wants to offer that in a way. You can see here that the two people, if you can see this, they're sharing this cup, and in the same way, that's the cup there that he's offering, but it's fake. It's not genuine. It's not real. It's political. It's in a way it is a form of emotional manipulation, I believe. Entertainment only YouTube. In the recent past, here he is. He's got what he wanted. He fought long and hard to become leader of the opposition. So he's sitting there quite pretty with all his trophies, and God knows what he did. Or, I mean, we're talking politics, so nothing is, how should we say, nice in politics, if I can say that. So in the near future, he doesn't really know what to do. He's not sure what the outcome of this meeting is going to be. And I think he's just feeling a bit bewildered. And I think right now he's not really grounded, even though that this is cups and cups are all about emotions, but this is about illusion and delusion. I think he's really got these illusions and delusions of being this. He's just addicted to the power. And it's illusional. It's illusional. So what he decided to do, he thought, well, I better go over with the Wheel of Fortune. I better go and change my fortune, change my karmic future. If I can be, that wheel goes up and down. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you do on that wheel. Yeah, it's all about karma and everything. So he thought, well, okay, well, I better go and do something about this to make myself become more relevant and to increase my chance of fortune. So I know I'll go chat to the emperor. I'll go chat to Benjamin Netanyahu about things, hopes and fears. He's wanting to appear to be more grounded, and with the King of Pentacles, I think he wants to. I think he's wanting the Australian people to see him as being a grounded king that's connected to the people and connected to the earth and reasonable and grounded. But really, he's like that. He's just up in the air. He's just delusional. Outcome, judgment. I don't think I don't think this is going to go very well for him in the Australian public arena because there is a lot of opposition to the war in Gaza in Australia. And like I said, it doesn't mean that we're anti-Jewish. It just means that we're anti-war. And you can respect the Jewish people and the Palestinian people. And I know that the leader of Hamas has just been assassinated in Iran, and I know that there's stuff happening with Lebanon. I'm aware of all of that, but I just wanted to focus on Peter Dutton going to Israel. So I'm trying to hone down on this reading here. But I do think there's going to be judgment on Peter Dutton because I don't think it's going to go well for him. Because ultimately, at the bottom of the deck, he's just doing it because he wants to become prime minister with the Hierophant. That's what he wants. So I see this as at the very heart of it. One more time, it's the false messages because he's feeling some kind of loss politically. He's feeling, a bit down and out outside of the Parliament House in Canberra. Well, he's there, but he's not the prime minister. So he's just doing this for political speakings. He wants to become the government, and he is addicted to the power, wants to change his fortune, hang up with the emperor. So that's part one, guys. I'm going to just have a quick look. I'm going to put you on hold because I want to see what does Benjamin Netanyahu think about Peter Dutton. While I'm there, let's stir the pot. Okay, just put you on pause, guys. So I'm just going to pop these cards randomly back into the deck. And I want to have a look at what does Benjamin Netanyahu think about Peter Dutton. So let's just move this camera a bit. So Benjamin Netanyahu, what do you think about Peter Dutton? Netanyahu, what do you think about Peter Dutton? What do you think about Peter Dutton? What do you think about Peter Dutton? Netanyahu, what do you really think about Peter Dutton? What do you think about Peter Dutton? Okay. Okay. That surprised me. Okay. Oh, wow. Where is this going? Where is this going? 3 cards. is this going? Wow. Hmm. I was not expecting that. Okay. All right. So, what does Netanyahu think? Entertainment only YouTube about Peter Dutton, according to these cards. Well, Three of Pentacles. He actually is happy to communicate with him and work with him. But the thing with the Three of Pentacles is it's the only card in the tarot deck where the pentacles are black. Every other every other pentacle, they're in the RWS, they're like this golden color. If I can show that to you there, like a golden color. But these ones are black. So I think there's a level, I wouldn't say corruption, but I think there's an ulterior motive. So Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed Peter Dutton and thought, oh, here's an opportunity underneath it where I can use this to manipulate how the world sees me. Because I'm sure Benjamin Netanyahu knows that there is growing opposition to the war in Gaza. So any opportunity he can get to cooperate with anybody, he will use it to, yeah, feather his own nest, so to speak. Um, Going into it, Page of Cups, he totally got that Peter Dutton was giving him a false message. Because you remember the reading that I did before, I got the first card that came out was the Knight of Cups. See if I can find it for you very quickly, guys. It's in the previous reading, the Knight of Cups. He totally got that message, but it's stinky fish, you know. Let's see if I can find it. I'm just going to look. Here we go. Yeah. So at the base of the first reading I did was the Knight of Cups. So this is Peter Dutton coming in with his false messages, which I said before, and so Benjamin Netanyahu, he got it, but it's a stinky fish. He knows. Netanyahu's worked out that Peter Dutton's motive for doing this was politically motivated and not really genuine because it's a nice stinky fish. But you know what? That stinky fish may help him improve his image on the world stage. Because after all, here we go again. Netanyahu is the emperor. This is Netanyahu. So he's going to offer him, there's going to be some kind of an offering with the Ace of Pentacles of like a political friendship with the Two of Cups. There's going to be like a meeting of ideas, but once again, a political gain, and then once Netanyahu's got what he's wanted, he's just going to walk away. And under the card, it's like there's the lovers. So yep, let's meet and you know share ideas and share objects, and then once he's got what he wants, death card, game over. So I see a lot of political motivation in this, and it's really sad because according to these cards, it was a false message, and the response was fake as well. So it's just politicians being politicians. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to really help the people in Gaza, which is a shame, which is a real shame. That's what I get, guys. So see what we think. All right. Thank you for your time. I'll be back soon. Okay, bye. If I can end this. Where's my mouse? All right. See ya.